Civilization or Barbarism, an Authentic Anthropology by Dr. Cheikh and Diop. It is therefore a necessity that a duly conducted African linguistic research bring our people to experience deeply their linguistic unity in the same way as the Europeans have, in spite of the apparent superficial heterogeneity. The results obtained already allow us to undertake the cultural education of the African consciousness in that sense. Africans would quickly discover their great surprise that it is a typically Negro African language that has been the oldest written language in the history of humanity. It began 5,300 years ago in Egypt, whereas the most ancient testimony to an Indo European language, Hittite, goes back to the 18th Egyptian dynasty, 1470 BCE, and this probably under the influence of the political and cultural domination of Asia Minor by Egypt. But this would take us too far. Let us only say that all of the sudden, African linguistic research offers breathtaking possibilities to comparative linguistics and is about to reverse the traditional roles in this field. Be that as it may, it is through the study of the Egypto Nubian languages that the historical dimension, up to now missing, is introduced in African studies. The comparison that derives from it allows, with each passing day, reinforcement of the feeling of linguistic unity of the Africans, therefore, the feeling of cultural identity. The review of the historical and linguistic factors as constituent elements of cultural personality brings to light the necessity for a total recasting of the African program of education in the fields discussed above, and for a radical centering of these on Egypto Nubian antiquity in the same way that the Western educational system has its foundation in Greco Latin antiquity. There is no way more certain, more radical, more scientific, more sane, and salutary to reinforce the African cultural personality and consequently the cultural identity of Africans. We'll pause there and continue back with civilization or barbarism. I'm Uriel. Hi, it's Heart.